Hey, what's up, everybody? Video 44 coming at you with another video. All right, so the Lakers lost, man. They lost to the Jazz 131 to 119. And the game ended exactly at 8:24. Salute to Kobe. Man, I'm telling you, I'm like just irritated with this basketball game. I had a lot of trouble watching it in the first half with the link tripping on me real bad. Second half had a little more success, but the game was already out of whack by then. Lakers were down by as much as 25 points in this game. We were bad. We were bad. This is one of those games where you remove the wrong pieces and you expose the weaknesses of the basketball team. You remove Dodo and Vincent. Those are two of our best defenders, and we couldn't get stops. We had issues. We had a lot of issues out there. Lakers shot 44% from the field, 41 and 92, 40% from the three, 20 and 50, 56% from the free throw line. That right there, 17 to 30. I ain't a mathematician, but if you miss 13 free throws, you're probably not going to win the basketball game most nights. Yeah, a little frustrated with that one. We had 45 boards to their 48, had 14 offensive rebounds to their 11, 31 assists, surprisingly enough, but it wasn't enough. 30 for them, 5 steals for us, 10 for them, 8 blocks for them, 3 for us. 14 turnovers for us, 12 for them, 19 points off of those turnovers, 15 off of their 12. They killed us in the paint, 26-13. They killed us on the fast break, 26-13. They killed us in the paint, 54-36. And that was the production for both basketball teams, man. This was tough to watch. I ain't gonna lie, this was tough to watch. Alex Len played better in the second half, and I didn't see most of what went wrong out there. But from what I understand, he was out there playing volleyball, not pulling down boards and breaking shots. People were complaining a lot. I just didn't lay eyes on him struggle like that. I saw him in the second half. He looked a little better, even though he got dunked on pretty bad. You know, Lauren Markkinen was dunking on our head in the fourth quarter. It was almost like an all-star game for him. He was dunking on people, reverse dunks, catching lobs. I don't know, man. I don't know. So let's get into the production. Rui Hachimura, 8 of 15, 19 points, 3 of 5 from behind the arc, 1 assist, 3 rebounds to go along with that. LeBron James, 6 of 13, 4 of 8 from behind the arc, 18 points, 1 steal, 7 assists, 6 rebounds. Jackson Hayes went down with a facial contusion early in the game. Somebody hit him. I think it might have been Markkinen. It's only 7 minutes to play. He had 4 points, 1 block, 1 assist, 2 rebounds. So we had to go small a lot of the time, and that did not help us going up against a guy like Kessler, the way that he played tonight, and us having small ball lineups. You can't do it. You can't do it. We went to Koloko in the fourth quarter, but by then it was too late. You had to go to Koloko sooner. You had to go to Koloko sooner. I blame J.J. Redick for a lot of what went wrong down there. You try to go small ball against Walker Kessler? Yeah, that's your backside for sure. Luka Doncic, 6 of 13 from the field, 3 of 8 from behind the arc, 1 of 5 from the free throw line. I don't know what's up with that. 16 points, 5 fouls, 5 turnovers, 1 steal, 1 block, 4 assists, 4 rebounds. Not a good Luka night. One of the worst nights probably he ever had. I know he's fresh off injury, new team, so I'm giving him a pass, but missing 4 free throws, 5 turnovers, 5 fouls. It's all bad, man. Defense wasn't there. He was getting cooked. It was bad. It was just a bad Luka night. I'm certain he will make up for it, but we do have to be aware going forward if we're going to build around him that his defense is his Achilles heel. He ain't good at it. He's not good at it. And so that hurt us tonight. Austin Reeves was cold as ice. He set the tone for the night, bricking shots like crazy. 4 of 15 from the field, 1 of 10 from behind the arc. Can't win. When he's a chucker like that, we can't win. He can kill when he's scoring, but when he's not scoring and he's overshooting, you're taking possessions away from your basketball team. 15 points, 11 assists, 1 steal, 5 boards. The stats don't look as bad as he shot. But that 1 of 10, 4 of 15, that's what killed us. That crap early on is what put us in a hole that we couldn't get out of. Markieff Morris, 1 of 5 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 5 points, 1 assist in garbage time. I don't expect much from Markieff. Jared Vanderbilt, 1 of 3 from the field, 1 of 1 from behind the arc, 0 for 2 from the free throw line, 3.6 rebounds. I saw a lot of energy, but not a whole lot of production. He was frustrating me in the first half. We were running plays for him, and he wasn't attempting interior shots, kicking it back out 3-pointers into the defense. It was just a lot of that type of stuff. I didn't like Vando's game tonight. I don't think he's played well in about 2 games. He was pretty bad in the last one, too. Alex Len, 22 minutes of play, 5 of Where's my numbers at? 2 of 5 from the field for 4 points, 1 block, 2 assists, and 7 rebounds. From what I saw, he was okay, but I go with Koloko over him. 22 minutes for Alex Len versus 9 for Koloko. Nah, the pecking order's off. First Jackson, then Koloko, then Len. That's how that got to go. I know Len chose us over Indy, but he's not a better player than either one of those people, and we just got to be honest about that. He's just not. We saw that tonight, and I don't think we're going to see much different later. So, it's early. He has to learn his thing and all of this and that, but I'm going to go with Koloko on that one. And the fact that we don't have Koloko on a regular roster spot, I still think that's a mistake. We need to bring him up in the pecking order. I ain't saying he's a world beater. I ain't saying he's that much better than the other two, but we do need to utilize him much more than we did tonight. And I think we would have been better if we did. I really do. Shake Milton, 3 of 5 from the field, 1 of 2 from behind the arc, 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 9 points, 1 assist, 1 steal, 4 rebounds, and a +5. He looked pretty good in 12 minutes of play. I thought his urgency didn't match the circumstances, but he was careful and capitalized on productions in slow pace. Capitalized on the production rather than moving in haste. Maybe that's a good thing. I guess it's fine when Luka does it. Why ain't it fine when Shake does it? I don't know, but to my eyesight, we were cool, but it's like we trying to get back in the game, moving really slow. There's no urgency. So I don't know. I needed more energy. Jordan Goodwin, 1 of 4 from the field, 1 of 3 from behind the arc, 3 points, 2 assists, 4 rebounds. I thought he looked great next to Bronny. He and Bronny were playing with a certain energy in that garbage time to look great to me. They played off one another with a whole lot of good down there. I loved what I saw there from those two together. Dalton Knecht, 10 points, 1 steal, 1 rebound, 3 of 7 from the field, 3 of 7 from behind the arc. So I thought he played a little better. Still not quite giving me what I need. But, it was good to see him back out there, and hopefully that 3 continues to fall. His defensive deficiencies added to the problem, though, unfortunately. When you got him out there, Luka out there, Austin out there, Rui out there, your defense is trash. And that's the problem. That's why I didn't mind us trading him. Because when I look at what we're going to be in the future, it's like Dalton Knecht, Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves. Do you have any idea how bad our defense is going to be in the future? That was my thing. And that's still my thing. I love them on the offensive end. On the defensive side, you better have some Gabe Vincent, some Dodos. You better have those guys out there. If you don't, this is what happens to you. And that's what happened to us. And last but not least was Bronny James, man. 3 of 4 from the field, 2 of 3 from behind the arc, 1 of 2 from the free throw line, 9 points, 1 assist. I thought he was great. In 8 minutes of play, I thought he was fantastic. His G League minutes that he's been getting has really given him confidence, and he's striking fast. He's hitting shots, and I love what I saw from him. He was the best player in garbage time. Him and Goodwin looked great out there. Probably should have been out there from the whole time if we wanted the energy we needed. Believe it or not. This was a game where I gained a lot of confidence in Bronny James. And I think we should continue to keep him in the G League because this is what he's looking like in the G League with big minutes. Just keep getting your confidence, young fella, because if this is who you're going to be in the future, you're going to be in this league. No question. So I love what I saw from Bronny James on the road in garbage time. I thought he might have been the best player we had on the floor tonight per minute. He might have been the best player we had on the floor tonight, if I'm being completely honest with you. Our defensive deficiencies really showed without Gabe Vincent and Dodo. That's what it really came down to. And adding Alex Len to the situation definitely did not help. It did not help. That's what it really came down to. You just had bad defense all up and down the roster. It got off to a very slow start, and we never recovered. Anytime we thought we were getting closer, it just got worse. In the third quarter, we were awful. 40 points given up to the Utah Jazz in the third quarter. You trashed that night. 33-30 in the first quarter, 31-26 in the second, 40-30 in the third, 27-33 in the fourth. We won our garbage time minutes. When we put Jordan Goodwin and Bronny James on the floor, that's when we won the quarter. Otherwise, we were getting torched. Our defense was horrific. Absolutely horrific. And this is the problem with how the team is going to be constructed going forward. You don't have no AD. So you're relying upon your bigs to do something. And if you got guys out there that's not, you know what I mean, they just not, this is the problem. That's why I didn't mind if Williams ended up coming to our team, because we could kind of use what he does, even though he ain't that good at defensive damn self. But we would have had a better look than we had tonight in regards to trying to keep up with the Jazz instead of running Alex Len. Let's just be honest. That's not the answer. That's just another bit. And I'm just going to say it like this. That's just another bad center in the fleet of bad centers. It's not exactly us saying, okay, now we got a guy. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, you don't. He's one of them. He's Jackson Hayes, Koloko, Jemison, of whom I wish we would have saw tonight. And, that's what he is. He's one of those guys. You added another one to your team. Hooray. He sucked while he was out there, though, and I don't think that's going to be something that changes. So we better figure this out. So, yeah, that's what it is, man. This was a bad loss. It's a hell of a way to go into the All-Star break with your team. Having played so well leading up to this moment, and then we got a whole week off. We get to think about this bull crap right here. Yeah, man, this is not a good game. I'm not going to sit here and say it takes away from all the good that we've been doing for the last 3 weeks, because it definitely does not. We've been stellar for the last 3 weeks, but it just goes to show how important our defensive players are to us. At this point, Gabe Vincent and Dodo are our end-all, be-all to getting stops, because without them, we're awful defensively. We're not just like mediocre. This was horrible. And those are the only two players that we really removed from the situation. So, yeah, we need those people to stay healthy all season long if we want to have any shot at doing anything. And that, I don't like those odds. Gabe Vincent's been out for almost a year. Dodo's kind of, older. Don't know how much we can rely upon him to stay that kind of healthy. We had better, in the offseason, whatever happens at the end of the season, in the offseason, we better address our defensive issues. Because right now, we got a bunch of offensive guys, and that's only going to get you so far, man. It's only going to get you so far. The Utah Jazz team paid us all the way back for what we did to them in the last one. We beat them 132-113. They came back, beat us 131-119. Like, you know what I'm saying? And this is a Utah team with 13 wins, including tonight, something like that. It's unacceptable, man. I'm sorry. And this is what I was concerned about when we said, we're going to sit some people, and had like 7 people on the injury report. I'm like, y'all, you better be comfortable with this being a loss. I've watched this game for too long. I'm very confident at this point that I know what I'm talking about when I say certain things. If y'all go back and watch that video I made this morning, I told y'all better be comfortable with a loss. If you're going to sit certain people, you're not going to beat this Utah team. Their team is better than their record. They want to lose. And if they decide they don't want to lose, they can compete. And that's exactly what happened tonight. They decided, I think we want to win tonight, and went out there and played like they're capable of playing every damn night. So that's the problem with tanking teams as if they can't complete, when clearly they're tanking on purpose. Don't lose sight of that when you go up against these teams that are quote-unquote bad. Some of them are bad. Others are not. Utah ain't bad. Utah got a bunch of lottery picks. Markkanen. They got Kessler playing some of the best ball in any center in the league right now. Don't think that's a bad team. They want to lose so they can get a lot better through the draft. That's all this is. If they ever want to turn toward being a competitive team, suddenly they can win. Look at Markkanen the way he went off tonight. 11-18, 6-10 from behind the arc, 32 points, 3 steals, 5 rebounds, man. Walker Kessler had 6 blocks, 16 points, 2 steals, 1 assist, and 8 rebounds. Clarkson had 21 tonight, 21, 7 assists, 9 boards. Collier had 10 points, 9 assists, 7 rebounds. He leads all rookies in assists. Like, this ain't a bad team. Keontae George, I told y'all he was going to come back and play better, didn't I? 7-12 from the field, 3-7 from behind the arc. 20 points, 10 assists, 1 steal, 7 boards. Like, that's the Keontae George I knew we were going to see, because he played so terrible in the last one. Cody Williams, lottery pick, they had him out there. This ain't no bad player. He walked away with 3 steals. They didn't even play him in the last game. So it's like, you telling people that the Utah Jazz are a bad team because they have a bad record. If they believe you, this is what happens to them. That's the reality of it. Same thing with the Blazers. If you think for 1 second that they don't have the ability to turn it on and play well, you're going to find out the hard way. So that's what happened to us tonight. This is a game we could not afford to lose, to be honest with you. You need to capture this one. Lord knows the schedule's about to get hard, and we did not take this team as seriously as we needed to because we just beat them a day or two ago. And I guess we thought they was what they showed us. Nah, hell no, not in their building. Not when we move our defenders from the game. Nah, they're going to play a lot better. And that's what you saw. So, yeah, man, the standings, I'd like to take a look at that before I ring out here, man. I think we're probably in 5th place at this point. Yep. 32-20. A half game behind the Houston Rockets. And 3 games above the LA Clippers. If everything started today, we'd start off in Houston in the first round. That is not how I wanted to go in the All-Star break. You're supposed to win this game, man. It's going to get too damn hard over the next 30 games to have lost this particular game, man. So, yeah, the next time you see your Lakers will be an entire week from today. We will play the Charlotte Hornets. I don't know if they're going to get Mark Williams back. It looks like Mark Williams don't ever want to play for the Hornets again. I don't blame him. Hopefully they buy him out. Hopefully you sign him. That would be best case scenario in my mind. We really could use a center still. Alex Len is not the answer at all. I think that's clear at this point. And yeah, man, I'm really frustrated with this particular loss because I just know that we didn't take this team seriously, and I know how hard we're gonna be fighting at the end of the season for seeding, one way or another. We're in a dogfight, and when the schedule gets tough, and you're sitting up there saying, "Man, we done lost 3 straight." We're not even playing that bad. They just beating us. And you look back on losses like this one, that Dallas loss, some of them other losses that we've taken on, freaking Philly, Orlando, we missing free throws down the stretch, and you understand, like, that's the difference between being the 2 seed and the 7 seed. That's the difference of dropping games like this. And the urgency, no matter how many times people do this every season we watch, all of us have been watching basketball all our lives. Every year, teams do this same thing where they don't take games seriously when they come into certain buildings against certain opponents. And then they struggle at the end of the year trying to fight for seeding. It's like, how many times we got to keep learning the same lesson, pros? How many times we got to keep learning the same damn lesson? That's my point of view, man. Very frustrating loss. BDL 44. I thank you all for watching. I'm out.